Perfect. So what is Love Song?
So Love Song is a short narrative drama film about a music producer he's in a creative rut. He's going through some creative blocks. It's hard, struggling with family, but then he runs into his lost love, his creative partner, and he decides that he has this opportunity to create this love song that could help his family, but he has to struggle between towing the line of this old relationship and his current present as a family man. So I think that Love Song represents, exploring love as a choice. Love Song represents looking at love as duty, as sacrifice, and how do we choose between our current selves and our past loves.
Awesome. So what was the process like writing, producing, day 1, day 2, day 3? We can start with day 1.
Writing Love Song was special. Like I had to really, I think with my creative team at Love On Productions, we really went through official development of the script. Like it was a thing. I met with folks. I really had people read, reread, make sure that it was where we needed it to be for it to be an impactful story. It is not a siloed process. And I went through a couple different versions before I got it right. And I wanted to, and this was honestly probably about a 3 to 4 month process before I said, hey, the script is ready for production. So after writing, meanwhile I'm doing other things, we decided that we're going to go into production for Love Song. We did that, and producing this. So Love Song is Love Nafi's inaugural production that has been written, directed, and produced solely by Love Nafi Productions. And that's never happened before. And I'm so excited and honored to be here today saying that we did that, because we did do that. And with the production, it was not easy. Girl, next time, somebody tell me not to put so many locations in the damn script. Please, someone get me. Please, someone sit me down. Say, hey, girl, one location, one staff, one character. Because when I tell you, production, we literally crammed a 4 to 5 day shoot into 3. We did it with ease and grace and efficiency because my team is just my team But I was just like, wow, from day 1, day 2, day 3, it was long days. It was long days. We moved quick. I had to pivot. I had to adapt and figure out, hey, if we can't get this shot, what can we get? How can we move around these scenes so we get all the things that we need for the movie? But what I will say, some of the highs, my crew is always so special. I love my crew. I love my cast or family on set. It's like a fun time, right? Everyone's like, when's the next one? And that's what I want. That's the thing that makes me feel like, Love Nafi Productions is not just about the money. It's not just about the film. As indie filmmakers, it's about family. It's about the ecosystem. So production, even though it takes a lot of effort, it's like birthing a baby. It's like, this was worth it. This is family now. And, just from the set, how beautiful it was, all the details, all the intricacies, the acting, the team, just all the memories that were made behind the scenes. I think everyone agrees with me that we would do it all over again. So that's production. But in terms of directing, I would say directing is not easy because you're balancing so many different things at one time, right? Your film is a visual art. Film is about getting the shots, directing the actors, keeping production in mind, making sure that the end goal between the music, the coloring, all those elements have to form your picture and your story. That's all you. So it's fun for me because I get that creative control, but it is a lot to bear at once altogether. And I think, I'm learning every time. I'm thankful for my tribe, especially my top of the line crew, who were advisors to me in times where I felt like, oh my God, I don't even know what I got myself into. But I think all in all, when push came to shove and it was time to go, your girl was going. I was calling the shots, and I'm proud of myself for that, because if anything, people know about me, I'm going to get the shot. If anything, if there's one thing that people know about me, I'm going to get the shot. And I think that, you know, directing Love Song showed me who I know that I am, but for the first time, showed a lot of other people too.
So what's next?
What's next? You know, honestly, as a filmmaker, you always got to have different ideas in the bucket. You always got to have different ideas in the bucket. You always have to have things on the slate. I think it's important, though, as creatives that we rest. I think it's important as creatives that we reflect, that we see things through, that we actually revel in what we've created and our journeys. And I think that's what I'm doing right now. But by the end of 2026, somebody write me a check, please. Somebody write me a check. Somebody give me an overall deal. Someone say, hey, Love Song, I want it to be a feature. Let's go. I'm here for all of that. And I'm claiming all of that because I believe that, you know, my family, my film family, we deserve that. You know, what we did with Love Song, I don't know. I mean, there's people out here who are doing it, but not the way we are. So I want to be able to share that with a greater audience and the greater film community. And I want to do it all over again. So what's next for Love Nafi is more films, more money, more lengthier films. So that way we don't have to just do shorts because that's all our budget can provide. We can do features. We can really, really show the world what we are made of, truly. And I can't wait for the next opportunity to do that because this experience was so amazing and I live for this, truly.
Beautiful. That was a good close.
Yes.
What was the other thing you say?
I think you got all of it, like what's next, what's Love Song, and the process.
Yeah, we're good. And then